to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off of play action, Hill. He's going to get this complete here to lock it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Well, one word for that opening play call, and that is aggressive, but it worked. First play from scrimmage, long touchdown pass.
Well, let's be honest about it. In our production meeting last night, we talked about when would the secondary get tested. I did not say they'd get tested on play number 1. I knew as the game went along, they would take their shots. But that, as you said, a bold strike and very successful right out of the gate.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And some space here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Option play, and Hill will keep it. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down. The Eagles at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They run once more with Taylor. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Our game here, the Vikings and Eagles, the second of 2 on this Monday night. The Titans and Bills kicked off a little over an hour ago up in Buffalo. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Vikings are going to get the football here at their own 23. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Well, this defense for the Eagles, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Throwing again on second down. Herbert. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. Eagles 67 yards on the punt return. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Marr now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Kamara out of the pistol, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From just shy of midfield, Herbert has this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
There's no quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play, because that was a take what you can get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Third and 2, Herbert. They'll get this out to Kamara. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a 1st down.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Tommy's a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive. And normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Herbert now. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hill. It's complete to Lockett. And they'll work this down inside the 30. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Working with a lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. In motion, left goes Boyd. On 1st down, it's Hill. Complete to Austin here over the middle. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. They'll try and run for the 1st with Taylor. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. On 1st and 10, Hill. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up 1st and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Eagles touchdown. Taysom Hill with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
And he's done this a lot. Justin Houston in there to record the sack. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because
this is intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And now look at this. Big gain, but fumble. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. So good game through the air, but scratch it all off because he could not hang on to the football.
And you have to like what they did on defense here. They didn't give up on the play. Big yardage given up, but they still battled all the way to the end and helped force a turnover.
Now it's Hill off the bootleg. Touchdown, Eagles. Donald Parham, his second touchdown.
I'm still tanking, don't worry. You're going to win this game.
Extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. That's complete. Terry
Bakes, chill. I'm still tanking. He's going to win this game. I just wanted to see if I could do it.
25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Back to throw here, Herbert. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Herbert. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete.
Had to see my one-on-one skills real quick. Stop playing with me. Tell him to stop playing with me. My one-on-one skills elite.
That worked quite well for the defense.
Cooper, the man in motion. motion right. To the air
Oh,
again.
that's lame, bruh. Let me get a real one-on-one.
Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee.
Over here moving
And
people
he
in
has another
motion.
first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 18. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half.
Bro, go for it. Go for it. I'm going to let you score the touchdown. Go for it.
So with 4 seconds to go
Go
in
for
the
it.
half, here's the field goal unit onto the field.
Telling you.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Nah,
So
listen,
even
man.
though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on
Run the
now to
fade.
try to get 3 before halftime. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
What is it, 2018? We gotta let the points come up real quick.
And they trail it here as we resume play. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely
There you go.
Inside the 25. Touchdown, Vikings. Terry McLaurin, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And the worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And you can see in the next-gen stats, that one 62 yards in the air. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 55 rushing yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run the option left. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll try the air now with Hill. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Calvin Austin. He scored on a punt return, and now he's scored through the air. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. And the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. So a sensational return there on special teams, a foot race that he was not going to lose. Now, meanwhile, while that was going on, we've got an injured player on the field. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. 51 yards.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
Herbert operating from the red zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Terry McLaurin with his second touchdown of the night. And the Vikings get a bit closer. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now it's Hill. He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. He got 29 yards that time.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 62 yards rushing for him now to this point. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will remain an 11-point spread.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
Herbert on 1st down now. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down goes. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Herbert. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
That's a good bounce back play right there. Taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker. Now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. Through the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles will take over possession here. That's now the 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Hill. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Up the middle, here's Taylor. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. 66 yards on the ground for him so far. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time.
Touchdown! Donald Parham, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. From the 10. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be some. And the defense loses it. It's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Terry McLaurin, 72 yards. And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. But they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. And they'll indeed take a knee. And they will take a knee here. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. And they take a knee. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight.
It's a fake.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Play action. It's Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Levi Wallace with a pick. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Man, to put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
He still got to earn it a little bit. Come on, man.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on
there
this
we
drive,
go.
and in a relatively quick manner.
Oh.
Thrown in the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. The last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Run a stretch play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Herbert. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Justin Houston able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Remember, the defensive coach always said, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And Jackson picks it, and a big turnover.
That boy got to earn it.
Football back. And what is going on here? Are they serious? 1st down, and they're in punt formation. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Ooh.
Murphy now to return.
Safety. Oh, wow.
What friends are for.
That's crazy.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without
It
a doubt,
definitely
because
safety.
he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Meanwhile, they take a shot.
Not letting it happen that easy, sir. I will determine how you score.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Herbert. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4th down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Herbert. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. And he finds McLaurin.
And he is going to pick up the Vikings' first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Herbert to throw.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown. Amari Cooper, 40 yards.
And the Vikings have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Now following the touchdown, Richter to kick off. A fairly short kick from the...
Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line.
So how about this for a turn of events? They cut the lead with a touchdown, and then on the ensuing kickoff, get the football right back.
And what a swing in a short amount of time, because the momentum was totally against them. Now it's all in their favor. They've got a chance to go into the lead if they get the ball to the end zone.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th. Wow, wow. An extra point forthcoming. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Now following the touchdown, Richter to kick off. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. Hill. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Hill now to throw.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
They turn to Taylor on 4th. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10.
Dancing to his left. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. One last throw here for Hill. He'll let it fly for Austin. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kevin Byard.
And the Vikings are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single